immediate seating. There's immediate seating.
Popcorn. What do you say about some popcorn? I can have popcorn, sis. Give in. Don't fight. Girl. Good night. Dreams die in the head. One see.
Once again, we bring you to the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove that just because a woman is 35 or more, romance in life may not be over.
Gosh, I hope not.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
What's the matter? Warbucks fed up with Annie already?
On the contrary. Miss Hannigan, this has to be signed and sent to the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What for?
Because Mr. Warbucks is so fond of Annie that he wants to adopt her.
Annie, the daughter of a millionaire?
The daughter of a billionaire.
Would you excuse me for a moment, please? Got any more wonderful news?
Merry Christmas, Miss Hannigan.
Oops, pardon me, Toots. Hey, sis, long time no see.
Brewster, they finally let you out of prison. What were you in for this time?
Some old geezer said I swindled him out of $1,100.
Why do you say that? Because the Brewster swindled them out of $1,100.
Sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine from
Jersey City. Brewster, do me a favor. Get out of here.
So, who's that blonde I bumped into when I come in? Looked like she had a couple of dollars.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks?
An orphan from here's in adopted by him.
Crummy orphan. Yeah, living in the lavish luxury. The two Hannigan kids ended up on the skids. It ain't fair how we scratch for $3 or $4, while she gets $4.
The little brat. It ain't fair, this here life is driving me nuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fat.
Maybe she holds the key, that little lady,
To get more butts.
instead of less. Maybe we fix a game with something shady. Where does that put us? Give you one guess. Yes! Easy Street. Easy Street. Annie is the key. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yeah! Easy Street. Easy
President. I'm not asking for your help, but I'm telling you, you've got to do something. All right, we'll talk about it on
Friday.
Friday. Listen, Mr. President, let's bury the hatchet and you come here with Mrs. Roosevelt for some Christmas Eve. You will? Wonderful. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace?
Yes, sir?
Find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
The package from Tiffany's.
Arrived this morning.
Fine, I'm going to give it to her and tell her I want to adopt her.
She's gonna be the happiest little girl in all the world.
Get it down here.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Oh no, of course not. Annie, I was born into a very poor family. And both of my parents died before I was the age of 10. So I told myself, one way or another, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea!
But lately I've realized something. If you have all the money in the world, in order to share your life with, you might as well be broke. I was at Tiffany's the other day and I picked this up for you.
For me? Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks. Oh, gee.
It's a silver locket, Andy. I see that old one you always wear, and I told myself, I'm gonna get the kid a nice new locket. Here, we'll take the old one off and...
No! I don't want a new one!
What's the matter, Andy?
This locket! My mom and dad gave it to me when they left me at the orphanage. And a note, too! They're coming back for me. I know I'm really lucky being here with you for Christmas. But the one thing I want on all the world is to have a mother and father. And to be like other kids, with folks of my own!
It'll be all right, Andy. I'll find them. I'll find your parents for you.
Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father. You have to put everyone on this organization on a job. You have to pull every political string there is to pull.
Up to and including the White House. Annie, give me your locket.
But Mr. Warbucks...
I understand, Annie, but it could be your best clue. We'll have the FBI trace it and find out who bought it.
Okay, maybe they should have my note, too.
You watch, Annie. You may be meeting your mother and father within a couple of days.
Really?
Really.
Oh boy, I gotta write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long.
And pretty soon, we're gonna go on the radio. So make sure you listen and tell them, okay? So maybe now it's time, or maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby, So maybe now is right, the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby,
Thank you, Annie. And welcome to America's favorite radio program, The Oxen Owl Smiles, starring your old softie, Bert Healy. And good evening, all of the Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Good evening, Bert Healy. It's nice to be here.
All of Warbucks, I understand you have something to tell the folks at home about little Annie.
Yes, Bert Healy. I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any person who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Wow!
So Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to all of Warbucks, care of this station. Thank you, all of Warbucks.
Thank you, Bertie.
Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you can say oxen. Yes, this is Mrs. Healy's boy Bird, saying until next week, same time, same station, good night.
Annie on the radio, coast to coast. She's famous. I wish I was on the radio. Me too.
Who wants to be on the dumb old radio?
I do. So, for all the Hours of Smiles family, this is Bert Healy saying, hey ho, woman, hey Dapper Dan, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be brown, they stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street beside Little Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear, and not from head to toe. That matters. So senator, so janitor, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed. Though you may wear your best, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Smile, 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 darling, smile.
What are you doing out?
Annie was on the radio!
Yeah, I heard it. Next thing she'll be in the movies. Now get to bed. A $50,000 reward. $50,000. What I couldn't do with $50,000.
Excuse us, ma'am. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Ma'am, was you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah?
Well, we had horrible troubles back then, and we had to leave our baby on the front step.
Our little girl, our Annie!
You're Annie's parents? I can't believe it. Where'd you say you come from again?
A little farm up in Canada, where they've got lots of chickens, geese, ducks, and roosters. Gotcha, sis.
Rooster, I never would have known it was you in 100 years.
Told you, Aggie, and we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones!
We need your help, sis, for details about Annie to pull this thing off.
What's in it for me?
Three-way split.
Half. Half.
Okay, 25 grand each, but we gotta do it fast. Get the money, get the kid, and get out of town.
The kid's the problem. What will we do with her afterward?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears for good. We get the 50 grand, we blow this cover town, then Lil and me'll meet ya.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Easy Street, Easy Street. Annie is the he, yes sirree, yes sirree, yes sirree, yeah. Easy Street, Easy Street. That's where we're gonna be.
big one. Katie, show Jessica.
Well, Mrs. Sparrow? I'm sorry, Annie. I've spoken to more than 1,000 people claiming to be your parents, but they're all liars and fakes. Aw, gee.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry. I was sure somebody was going to be my mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come from a messenger from the FBI.
Ah, finally. The FBI succeeded in tracing the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy!
Over 90,000 were made and sold.
Aw, gee.
Annie, the FBI doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents' locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You did your best. Anyways, I guess a kid can get along without books. You didn't turn out so bad.
Grace,
Yes, sir.
you still have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Right here.
Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
Well, I guess if I can't have a grandmother and father, there's no one in the world I'd rather have for fun than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption party. It's going to be a celebration, and you can have anyone in the world you want come to it. Who would you like?
Well, I guess Mrs. Barrow's here, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Q, and well, everybody here.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
go tell the staff to get Smith up. They're going to be guests to Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids.
It'll be way past the bedtime now, but I'll tell you what. We'll have everyone here tomorrow for a big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan, too?
Why not? I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last, together forever. We're night and night, they never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies blue. I don't need anything but you.
Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again,
Yesterday was plain awful.
but that's
It's not now.
That's then.
I'm poor as a mouse.
I'm rich than Midas, but nothing on earth could ever divide us. And if tomorrow I'm in apple cellar too,
I don't need anything.
anything,
Anything.
I don't need anything but you.
Excuse us, folks. Shirley, look, there's our Annie.
Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge is the name, Ralph Mudge, and this here is wife Shirley.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge.
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
We've seen a number of people who...
I expect you'll be wanting proof of who we are. Here's our driver's license and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl named Anna Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, born October 28, 1922. October 28th? That's my birthday.
Ralph, look, she's wearing the locket.
When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half a silver locket with her and kept the other half. Yes, it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank goodness, Ralph, she's our Annie.
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
Well, we ain't got much, but we're glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard that I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove that they are Annie's parents?
No, sir. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember the little pig farm out in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could afford to bring Annie up right in the country.
Would you mind if Annie stayed the Until morning, Christmas, then you can pick up Annie and check.
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye, Annie love.
Until tomorrow morning, then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oops, pardon me, Toots. Merry Christmas.
Well, this is
Wonderful news.
drink
Yes, sir.
a toast. We must celebrate. We make this the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie!
I've lost Annie.
Sir, I'm strange to him. I've seen that Mr. Mudge before. He's not who he says he is.
They don't give her up till I'm certain.
But how?
I'll go all the way to the top, to the very top, to the President of the United States, even if he is a Democrat.
Warbucks and Mrs. Farrell.
You're up early.
You're up early too.
We've been up all night, dear. FBI men coming and going. And did you know that the president is here?
Really?
Mr. President.
Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. You see, he succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret.
What?
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
You mean I'm an orphan after all?
Are you all right, Annie?
Yes, because I knew they loved me and they would have came back for me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
I love you too. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge? The birth certificate could have been easily forged, but no one knew about the lock except us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Mrs. Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage.
Hey,
Miss Hannigan, I'm delighted to meet you.
Same here, and I know you anywheres.
Let me introduce you to everybody. You already know my secretary, Mrs. Farrell, and the President of the United States, and my mother, Drake.
Hey, kids, look! There's presents here for all of us!
Mr. Royals, this has just come from the FBI.
Finally. Now it all fits together.
Mr. and Mrs. Mudge, sir.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas!
Well, if you don't want to bother with Christmas at all, we just come to pick up Annie and the check.
The check. $50,000. Certified.
Certified. Paid to the order of the jigsaw.
Yes. The dig is up. Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Louis, turn him over.
Yes, sir.
and I believe this woman is their accomplice.
I never
seen these people till yesterday.
Oh, come on, say Aggie.
Annie, tell them what good and nice I always was to ya.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan. Remember that one thing you always taught me? Never tell a lie. Hey kids, Miss Hannigan is gone for good! Hooray! Everyone else is working for us. Hooray!
Yes, girls, for you and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas is going to be the beginning of a wonderful new life, a new deal. I rather like that, a new deal.
So do I, Franklin. I do. What's so come out?